There is a reason this message has reached you, special one. This has occurred on purpose. You were sent here because you've undergone a transformation that the human eye cannot perceive. You are growing in wisdom, charisma, and allure as a result of God's work in your life. You have evolved in more ways than one, even if you do not realize it. It's not how you sound, what you wear, or how you style your hair. Yes, there is more to the story. People are responding based on their feelings, not their sense of touch. The source of your unexplainable beauty remains a mystery to them. This is because it has nothing to do with how physically attractive someone is. For some, it has a religious significance. That is just fantastic. When God begins to elevate, heal, and pour into you, you become a beacon of light. People around you are either drawn to you or confused by your aura of radiance, and some are even scared of it. Let us break it down into 7 powerful chapters so you can fully understand what is happening to you and why. This message is a divine affirmation for the selected ones, not just content. So before we begin, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Now, if this frequency speaks to you, write 55 in the comments. That is not a random number. It is a sacred code that communicates to the universe and the Almighty that you are conscious, in harmony, and ready to receive what is properly yours. Some people won't make it to the end. Those who are genuinely chosen and those who are left will be the only ones to receive the hidden gifts, heightened awareness, and clarity that are offered in this message. You don't hear this for the first time. It's a living reality that evolves with time. Feel free to watch it again and again until your spirit tells you to stop. With each listening, you'll unearth a fresh insight, a divine key that you might have overlooked the first time around. We can proceed now. If you've been touched by God's grace, let that light shine. Click the super thank you button and sow a seed of $50 or more to fuel a movement of faith and transformation. Your giving is more than a gift. It's a declaration of His abundance. Be a channel of His blessings and watch His work multiply through you. You are more than the light you presently reflect, chosen one. It is an inherent quality of your being. Nothing, not even the most perfect lighting, cosmetics, or apparel could ever do justice to the transformation you've undergone. What makes you shine is your ability to heal, to pick yourself up after each fall, and to rebuild yourself piece by piece while no one else was looking. That which comes after a dark period is light, or the breaking of the dawn. What you're holding is priceless. It is the product of lonely nights spent pondering problems no one else could fix. This is the splendor that emerges when you face your fears, forgive your past, and accept your suffering. Folks see this nowadays, even if they don't know what they're looking at. Even if they can't put their finger on it, they can feel it. Not because you make a lot of noise, but because no one can ignore you. The moment you step foot in a room, everything changes. You've done the introspective work, wept the hidden tears, endured the loneliness, and listened to God speak life back into you in the stillness. And suddenly, you radiate brilliance. That glow can't be bought because it was made. Pressure chiseled it, fire polished it, and solitude molded it. Your light will shine brighter and brighter every time you prioritize healing over resentment, trust over fear, and purpose over suffering. People will wonder what changed, but it was always you. At this point, your features do the talking. Your energy reveals the truth. You have switched from survival mode to alignment. You are no longer striving, but rather finding rest in the person God has called you to be. Having people notice the calmness in your demeanor, the strength in your stare, and the tranquility you radiate is rare and sincere. Your resilience and growth through the storm are quite inspiring. Your radiant glow now speaks volumes, even more so than before. This brightness, this presence, this tranquility, because it is not external, cannot be reproduced or imitated. It is intrinsic. This brilliance does not come from a perfect existence, but rather from accepting and even celebrating its imperfections. It's the unwavering resolve of someone who has faced adversity head-on and refused to surrender. It is the result of prioritizing growth over ease, learning over setbacks, and forgiveness over bitterness. Because your faith has raised you and your suffering has purified you, you now radiate an aura that neither money nor envy can buy. Sure, some will try to figure it out. The truth will slip their minds because they will equate it with something material and impersonal. A spiritual aspect is present. The quality is really exquisite. One must earn it. It's the brightness that emerges when you face the fires without harboring any bitterness. It's the end consequence of letting go of things you didn't deserve, forgiving people who never apologized, and keeping showing up when you felt like nobody was looking. Because of this, it is incredibly potent. The reason for its rarity is this: you become light because you refuse to be defined by darkness. You have transformed into a new person today as a result of your ability to sit with your sorrow without letting it poison you. Your smile is multifaceted. Your presence exudes power. Your calm expressions are soothing. You are living proof that when we allow God to operate in us, our outer glow becomes undeniable. As your body recovers, you develop a decreased sensitivity. Peace is a choice, and you've learned that with each choice comes more power. You have released yourself from the shackles of constant self-justification, constant self-defense, and the engrossing drama that initially pulled you in. You no longer need other people's approval to walk confidently. Instead, you walk with an inner calm that is unshakable. Many are confused. The way you used to react, with a short fuse, hidden insecurity, and an intense desire to prove yourself, is what they demand from you now. But you've evolved. You have found that reacting does not actually give you power. You can't force your way through life or try to control every aspect of it. Maintaining composure and staying authentic in the face of challenges are the qualities that bring this about. An indefinable serenity that you have cultivated is your hidden weapon. When you walk into a room, people can't help but notice you. The calm, peace, and quiet that you exude is just as noticeable. Even if they can't put their finger on it, people can't help but be captivated by you. That serene vitality, that serene power is irresistible. They don't get that your silence is a symbol of strength, not submission. They failed to perceive the struggles you endured in solitude, the internal struggles you overcame to reach this stage, and hence failed to understand how you are able to maintain composure and elegance when others would crumble. Nobody witnessed your low points, your silent sobs, or the battles with self-doubt that you had to overcome. They failed to understand the need to express anger or the weight of choosing forgiveness. You have triumphed over those difficulties, and the victory is evident in the tranquility that fills your soul. Instead of just surviving the storm, you became it and then controlled it. You let your pain transform into resilience, your hurt into empathy, and your agony into tolerance. Although the world may expect you to react, defend yourself, and fight back, you have learned that true strength does not include shouting. Disputes are unnecessary. You have learned to walk in peace, and now you walk in authority. It just is. When you're calm and collected, you're strong, not frail. It's a serenity that communicates to the world that you are unconcerned with the opinions of others and the chaos they attempt to create. You now understand that peace should not be taken for granted, but rather protected and preserved, since it is the foundation of all that will occur in the future. A great source of strength and calm is knowing your identity and being so rooted in that truth that nothing can move you. Things like life's ups and downs and other people's opinions have no effect on you anymore. Being a rock of stability amidst storms makes you stronger than anything else on earth. People may not comprehend your level of indifference, but that's all right. They aren't required to. Your calmness is a source of strength that no one can ever take away from you. You're starting to alter your public persona. It's less about what you wear and more about how you navigate the world. You are now walking with purpose. When you speak, you exude confidence. You exude an irresistible magnetic energy and move with precision. This is not arrogance. Okay, I'll tell you what's more. The pursuit of excellence now informs all your decisions. This spirit doesn't have to prove itself or be validated by anyone. The fact remains, your inner metamorphosis is organically and powerfully manifested in it. Because of this extraordinary drive, you are unique. That is your unique selling point. People are interested. However, they aren't always able to put their finger on what it is. You are confident without being ostentatious, and your demeanor radiates quiet strength. How you handle adversity and come out on top speaks a lot about who you are. Your presence commands attention even before you speak. It captivates viewers and demands their undivided attention. The objective here is not to compete or show off. The key is to tap into your full potential. It's about being true to yourself and not trying to change for the sake of other people. People are starting to take note that you are no longer willing to change who you are to fit in. Actually, you've transformed into a prime illustration of how to live on a higher vibration and embrace your worth without shame. Consequently, you radiate an undeniable air of flawlessness. Now people respect you without your even asking. It's second nature. Your energy is contagious the moment you step foot in a room. The difference between your present self and your past self is palpable to them. You've gone a long way from being an anonymous bystander who felt out of place. No one was hesitating to speak the truth or offering an apology for being a nuisance but you. No, you stay true to yourself, and that is recognized. Unfortunately, not everyone will be able to enjoy your climb. Some people, particularly those who are stuck in low frequencies, may be intimidated by your excellence. It will annoy them, and they won't understand how you had the courage to unleash your full ability. You have to fight off their attempts to make you disappear into the darkness where they feel safe. Pick one, but keep shining bright. You were never meant to fit in, hide your brilliance, or shrink to fit in with other people. The idea was that you would stand out, not because you're trying to outdo other people, but because you're embracing your actual potential. You were meant to shine in a way that motivates others. You are better because of your excellence. Other people aren't diminished by it. Additionally, you will ascend in tandem with those who share your frequency. When you're playing at the highest level, you won't need to worry about fighting for a spot at the table. Under your control is the table. The cosmic clock has ticked past that point. Since perfection is a vibration, there's no need to compete. It entices individuals. It entices. Possibility is created effortlessly. You are not here by accident. If you feel the pull, the knowing deep inside that you are chosen, this is your moment. Click the super thank you button and give $100 or more to unlock deeper insights, exclusive content, and a path that aligns with your divine purpose. This isn't just a contribution, it's a declaration, a step toward who you were meant to be. Answer the call, walk with us, and step fully into your destiny. Your journey begins now. You, the chosen one, are the lucky recipient of an unjust favor. The kind of favor that doesn't follow the rules of this world and doesn't take into account logic, time, or expectations. When God is working in your life, doors that no one can close will open. You begin to attract the attention of others in ways they can't quite put their finger on, and chances arise where you least expect them. Who you know and your origins don't matter as much as who knows you and where he has placed you. The difference is that some may even try to find a way to defend it. Their minds will never fully process the spiritual nature of it. Instead, they will attribute it to chance, timing, or having the appropriate connections at the proper moment. A divine favor rules your life, guiding your steps and lining them up in ways that no one else can orchestrate. This was not a request for a favor. The problem has never been with your request. You were chosen for it long before the planet itself came into existence. Someone requested this favor of you a long time ago, and you had no idea. Unbeknownst to you, people are now watching your every move. Even though they don't know how, they are watching your climb. They see you triumph over adversity with an unfathomable composure, succeed without the trouble they fear, and find joy in the face of adversity. They have no idea what you're up to or how you're taking advantage of advantages that sound too good to be true. Nobody can fathom how you stay calm, collected, and unmoved by the chaos unfolding all around you. People don't realize that you're not the one behind it. It's the deity within you. They will never fully comprehend the manner in which his favor is working through you. The impact of such a favor is transformative. It lifts your spirits no matter where you go. Your qualifications, experience listed on your resume are irrelevant. It's about how God uses coincidences, opens doors you couldn't have opened on your own, and gives you access to things you don't deserve, all as a result of his supernatural involvement in your life. Furthermore, after receiving this favor, you appear to radiate with inner light. Everyone knows about it. For some reason, they can't resist you. It goes beyond your outward look and is more like a magnetic force that draws others to the light of God's favor in your life. You are more than just beautiful. You are indisputable because you have the kind of inner radiance that comes from having an inexpressible, profound peace with God. But jealousy is there with that charm. As you rise in God's favor, there will be others who can't handle you. They will question your motives, attempt to discredit your journey, and even challenge your achievements. Beware, chosen one, of the jealousy of others. The point of doing people favors is not to demonstrate your worth to them. It's all about fulfilling God's purpose for your life. Neither meeting their expectations, nor responding to their criticisms, nor describing the ways God is working in your life were ever meant for you. Keeping moving forward in the grace He has given you is all that is required of you. You cannot retain the favor that God has bestowed upon you. It is not yours to earn. Why? So that everyone can witness the incredible goodness that resides within you and be astounded. One of the things that people find most puzzling about you is your enigma. You don't show off your best features very often. When you're upset, you don't yell out. or act irresponsibly. Deep, purposeful, and silent, you walk in a new way. Nobody is comfortable around you since they don't know what to make of you. They keep trying to discern a pattern in your actions, but you're too focused on achieving your goal to pay attention to the patterns around you. There is an ethereal, timeless quality to you that defies explanation. The purpose of speaking is not to maintain silence. The conviction, insight, and judgment in your delivery are truly remarkable. If you have something important to say, you say it. Else, your silence will be more apparent. The unusual depth and restraint captivates viewers even if they don't get it. You possess an intriguing air of secrecy. It attracts attention even when you don't intend for it to. They can sense your presence even when you remain silent. They can feel your excitement even when you remain silent. Why? For the simple reason that you are more than meets the eye. A substance you are. Your inner world is a product of your life experiences, both the shaping forces of solitude and the transforming influences of spiritual encounters. Your wisdom is not derived from books, but rather from your perseverance, prayer, and pain. You don't get there overnight. When you had to dig deep within to earn the depth you carry, God pulled you away from the crowd and into consecration. You have remained quiet over the night, not because you lack anything to say, but because your soul has been taking in more than words could express. You have prayed through the pain that others did not know you were carrying. After grappling with the truth in secret, you now walk with wisdom in public. Others may perceive your lack of speech as cold and uncaring. They might say you're mysterious, wary, or even aloof, but you're really quite concentrated. Your judgment is spot on. Neither the need nor the desire to let everyone into your universe has passed. Realizing the significance of spiritual boundaries is now second nature to you. Your presence is holy, and you've realized that not everyone should have permission to be in it. Its original intent was conservation, not distribution. People are more curious when you keep quiet, which is paradoxical. They aren't trying to gain your attention or be spiteful. In fact, the more you keep quiet, the more they want to know. Your spirit is heavy and deserving of respect, and that is why. It is not necessary for you to create a fuss or use loud language. You are under no obligation to prove your value. Being comfortable in your own skin is a strength, and you've mastered it. True power does not demand attention. It stays quiet so it can be heard. You, chosen one, are the very embodiment of proof that it is so. You're making strong, deliberate, and silent movements. You don't move to make an impression. You move with purpose. You are never acting in a vacuum. Every decision you make is accompanied with prayer. All the relationships you allow are visible to you. Positioning and protection are aspects of your calling that include wearing that air of secrecy. The right people are drawn to it, while the wrong ones are kept out. What makes you so incredibly gorgeous is not some superficial trait, but rather a spiritual one. Unlike most people, you've made a full recovery in some areas. After fearlessly exploring the quiet, tense, and humiliated depths of your soul, you have faced it, sat with it, and finally let it go. That is why you are appealing in a way that no one else is. It is not manufactured. One must earn it. You faced your suffering head-on until it could no longer control you. In the face of adversity, you have shown resilience and come out stronger and brighter than before. You've stopped pretending that everything is all right and are starting to heal. You have transformed into love. You no longer seek love as a means to an end. When your value comes from inside, as it does now, You don't need external validation to feel valuable. You feel the mending in every part of your being. It's in your gentle voice, unwavering determination, and the way your eyes exude serenity even when faced with turmoil. Not that you're perfect, but rather that you've come to terms with your imperfections. Your wounds are now plainly visible. You did more than just survive, you transformed, and these things are proof of it. They are both armor and artwork that you wear. The mending process has altered your gait. It has both pushed you to your limits and broken your heart. Neither shame nor fear is a motivating factor when you say no anymore. All at once, you respond. It is possible to love without sacrificing one's identity. Such emotional and spiritual maturity, along with such a state of balance, is unusual, and unusual things are always attractive. You never let yourselves become tired while giving. Because of your healing, you can see better now. Your painful perspective on the world has been lifted. Clear vision is yours. Warning flags are visible prior to their hoisting. You can taste energy even when you don't know what it is. The goals of individuals can be deduced even in the absence of an explanation. The knowledge you have gained from the challenges you faced on your own journey, rather than from books, gives you an influential presence. You are no longer in search of love because you have become love. You have transformed into a sanctuary of peace and security. No one can hold back their laughter when they hear you. Tears fall from your eyes without shame. You are a great leader because you are both light and deep. If something is both unique and beautiful, people will be drawn to it. You are a living, breathing symbol of recovery. You are the embodiment of the living, breathing proof that everything can be transformed by inner work, and that is what makes you beautiful, in form and in essence. Beautiful in essence, beautiful to behold, and beautiful to cherish. Because it comes from your inner work and not from outside sources. The light around you is unique and hard to replicate. It came from progress. After letting go of what was harming you and pursuing what was healing you, you are now flowering from the inside out. Others may have trouble grasping it at times. Something intangible may be enveloping you, which they may detect. Saying such, "You're glowing," or "There's something different about you," indicate that something is healing, and peace is that thing. This is the incredible thing that God has been doing through you, a transformation in the background, while everyone else turned a blind eye. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's grace abound in your life. Whoever sows generously will also reap generously. 2 Corinthians 9:6. When you give with faith, blessings multiply. Click the super thank you button and sow a $40 seed. Trust that His abundance will return to you in ways beyond measure. Actually, some people aren't cheering. People who grin at you may not always be rooting for you to succeed. Your ascent, serenity, brightness, and favor set off the alarm bells for those who are stuck in the past and refuse to change. Some people will take offense at the light you're now carrying since it draws attention to the shadows they've decided to keep hidden. Even if they haven't done anything wrong, some individuals may try to diminish your radiance because you bring attention to their own shortcomings, such as the things they haven't healed or overcome. The air gets thinner as you go higher. There are fewer people who can breathe where God has sent you. Certain partnerships will experience friction. A few will come tumbling off. People who are happy for your survival are going to be confused about what to do with your success once your rise shows their hesitation. Their ease is put at risk by your confidence. Their chaos is magnified by your serenity. But hear me out, chosen one. Diminishing who you are to appease other people was never your purpose. Nobody expected you to blend in. The idea was that you would stand out. You were not selected for perceptiveness. Someone chose you to give you special treatment. The progress you make is priceless. A spiritual climb you shall make. You are being showered with a divine favor. Furthermore, you should welcome the light that you provide. They have no business being in charge. Some people will try to approach you as a kind of control. Their true motivation is to see you fail, even though they act like they're on your side.